we're here as a family.
Meet Pam and John Solomon, a couple that left the daily grind of New York to start their own restaurant in Belize.
We faced many challenges right out of the gate here that were like, oh my God.
Like, what have we done?
My God.
And there's no turning back.
But now they own one of the most successful restaurants on the beautiful coast of Belize, where they are raising their daughter to be a true Mayan.
She has no clue that she's not Mayan. These are her sisters.
Belize has been farm to the table since the very beginning. This is the only way that you can actually source.
Holy moly.
New York for me was just running. Being in a place where most people come to retire, we get to have the best of both worlds. Try to stay in the moment.
There you go. This isn't a bad place to have a moment.
No.
RumFish in Placencia, Belize, to meet Pam and John, a husband and wife team who moved down here 4 years ago from New York City to live the good life. They risked it all to follow their dream of opening up a restaurant, and in the process have also started a family. So let's head into what's become one of the coolest spots in the Caribbean and get some eats and meet this awesome couple.
You must be Pam and John. Hi, I'm Savannah. Nice to meet you.
Welcome to RumFish.
Oh, it's so good to be here. It's beautiful.
Hey, thank you. We made you one of our signature cocktails. It's our signature dragon fruit, caipirinha. Cheers. Welcome to RumFish.
Cheers.
And we made a little something for you in case you're hungry.
Yes. I love walking into a restaurant and getting food and drink immediately.
Let's go. Let's walk. Sit at the table.
What do we have here, John?
Well, we have the fresh yellowfin tuna tartare tonight, fresh plantain chips.
We do all of our foods farm to table.
Well, I don't mind if I do while we talk a little bit.
That's what it's here for. We're Pam and John Solomon from Ojai, California, and I am from Philadelphia, and we now reside in Placencia, Belize.
Pam and I originally met in Los Angeles, and I was managing a restaurant, and she was working for a spirits company, and we met over the bar.
Meaning I was working I was in marketing, and I was working with a sales rep that was trying to sell the product to John.
That's right.
Did you have a dream to start a restaurant before you came down here?
Well, that's why we moved to New York, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was sort of the impetus of us going to the city.
We had moved there partially to be closer to this area that we wanted to open a restaurant, and we had some business partners that were in that area, and then just to change of pace. John was from California originally, so I wanted to bring him east. We had really wanted to open a restaurant with a friend of ours. We spent, a whole year putting blood, sweat, and tears into a business plan, locations. An issue fell through. There was a title issue on the building, and we were just like defeated. Just like, oh, forget it for now.
But what was a typical day like in New York for you guys?
Wake up in the morning. We lived in Long Island City, so I drive all the way to Brooklyn. Drive in from Brooklyn over the bridge into the city, drop whatever I need to drop.
Traffic all the way.
Take the car back to Long Island City, park it, then take the subway in, and go see accountants all day long.
Oh my gosh.
So we'd start at like 6 in the morning and we'd finish at 8:30. We'd schedule our appointments kind of like at the same time. And
So you spent a lot of time together in the car, driving around to work.
Screaming at each other, whether he was behind the wheel or I was behind the wheel. It was very, very, very tough on our marriage.
the only memory I have, and this is just running. And New York for me was just running. To get the subway, or oops, I just missed the subway, or getting out to this one, and it seemed like I was always fighting the clock.
Yeah. We had our wedding already planned in Belize.
I have worked there for many years, and I was working at a fishing resort. They had their wedding there. On their honeymoon, they went to southern Belize to a lovely resort in Placencia.
Unbeknownst to us, our business partners, after our wedding, came to Turtle Inn as well. They said, guys, we have found an amazing place. We had our bags packed. We were standing outside of Turtle Inn. Our flight was 35 minutes away, and the guy came up and insisted we come down. He sent our bags to the airport and brought us in here, and the second we came in, we just could feel the structure was here, the breeze, the vibe, and we just nodded and said, this is great. We resigned from our jobs, and then the economy crashed, and then there were no jobs to go back to. We faced many challenges right out of the gate here that were like, oh my God.
Like, what have we done?
My
and,
God.
and there's no turning back.
I mean, I went as far as you could possibly go with my available credit. And
so you
then
staked everything, essentially.
everything.
I was definitely concerned about the long-term financial damage that could take place if it wasn't successful right away.
One, two, count, 3, 4, 5.
Good morning.
Hi!
Boy, you guys sure know how to relax. Hello.
This is Libby.
Hi, Libby. Thank you very much.
Isn't that nice? Isn't
Nice to
Savannah
meet
pretty?
you.
Can I see my house?
Yes. Will you take me to see the house? Sorry, guys. I gotta go. You keep at it.
Here we are.
Home sweet home.
Hey, Libs, why don't you show Savannah your room? She's very serious about her room, so
Well,
we
it's
have
a
to go
very
here
sweet
first.
Who's your friend? Who is this?
Just, Ducky.
Ducky? She's very literal. Can you give me the tour? Get the tour.
Let's go, get her. Show her around. She was born in Belize, and this is the only house she's known. This is Mommy and Daddy's room. This is
Very nice.
sort of RumFish headquarters.
Work live space?
Well, he has his office at the restaurant, and I cannot be in it. This is sort of CFO land. I'm doing, analysis, numbers, cranking out the sales from the day before, comparing them to last year, the year before that, seeing what our growth is. And then the other room is sort of, we call it John's siesta room / wine room. So it's always air conditioned. It's where we keep all of our wine for the restaurant, and it's where John takes his siesta before he goes to work.
Morning. Yes, breakfast is served. Here
Yes.
we go.
Edgar, the trainer, basically got us on this program to have raw oatmeal.
Is it more affordable down here to have a trainer and do that sort of lifestyle than it would be back in the States?
Yeah. Well, our trainer comes out to about, 7 US?
7 US a day.
Yeah.
So it is more affordable.
For an hour, yeah, an hour.
That's amazing.
And then for our housekeeper and the babysitters, it's about $12.50 a day. That's really the benefit, is that I can be here working all day, and Libby can be here, or she could be swept away if I get a phone call or something like that. And I don't have to be stressed out about cleaning the house up, and I can really concentrate on Libby and the restaurant.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle change. Do you get a little more family time down here?
We could never live like this in the States. I mean, there's maybe 30 years ago, I don't know. I mean, it's just this very simple life here. It's challenging, but simple.
And talking about family, you moved down here, you decided to have a baby. That wasn't a part of your lifestyle in New York. What led to that decision, really?
We had gotten the restaurant kind of up and running, and I was in my late 30s, so it was like now or never. So
Marriage, baby, restaurant, new country. You guys are adventurous. How long had you been down here before you got pregnant with Libby?
about a year and a half, right around the earthquake.
Yeah.
We had been sort of, struggling with the restaurant, and,
Early challenges.
It was challenging. It was really hard, harder, I think, than we thought. And I was pregnant. And then we had an earthquake.
I mean, nothing else could have happened. I mean, that was like the final.
Blow.
That was the
like,
final blow.
Oh my God.
I mean,
Does it have to be this hard?
we had a 7.2 earthquake down
That's
here.
big.
It's pretty big. We weren't expecting it by any means of the sort. The house started moving back and forth. We thought it was going to fall down. We lived in a wood house on stilts. But we lost electricity and water for about,
A couple days.
I think a few more than that.
It was just scary. It was like, what have we gotten ourselves into? And I think there was a little inertia that we suddenly went like, oh my God, what have we done? And I think we had a little bit of homesickness, especially being pregnant, and I missed all my friends that were pregnant. We just went back and sat and looked at the sea. For us, this was going to be a better place to bring a child into the world, most importantly, and we had a really good business. We've recognized that everything is about trade-offs, and we like this particular trade-off, what we're looking at right now, and some of the adversities that we face on a daily basis versus subways, traffic. So
Try to stay in the moment.
There you go. This isn't a bad place to have a moment.
no, no, and you get out of it like that. It's pretty good. It's nice just when it gets warm after a nice long walk.
Oh my gosh, I bet. Just get in the pool.
Yeah. John goes off to work around 1:32 every day. So from about 6 a.m., you know, we're here as a family. It's just sort of a reverse life. Instead of having dinner together every night, we have breakfast together every day. We play on the beach in the morning. She works out with us. We swim in the pool before John goes off to work. We take time having lunch at the pool and taking a swim. So he'll go off to work, then I start working, and that's kind of when we have a Mayan family that lives downstairs. They're the caretakers, but they've also become basically the babysitters, nanny for Libby. They actually lived here before we did. This is Derek, and this is Jessica.
Hi,
this
Jessica.
is Savannah.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. This is Savannah. This is Esther.
Hi, Esther.
This is Josefina.
Hi, Josefina.
And Jessica and Derek. And where's Diona? Oh, there
Hiding
she
in the
is.
corner.
Libby, what is this called? Arena?
Yeah, Arena.
Arena?
Arena, that's the Mayan word. So Esther is my right-hand person during the day. And then when she leaves at 4:30, Josefina takes over and the girls, and they're my left-hand people at night. So
It's one big family.
I'm
down
covered
here.
24 hours wherever I need to be.
Actually, I have to go.
You gotta go. Gotta go to work? Okay. Bye. Bye, Daddy. We'll see you later. It's an important part of her life because this is her Mayan family. So where they live.
Mayan.
Yeah.
That's obviously a really important part of it for you, right? To have her know the local culture and know her family. That's so amazing when you're living in a different place. You're not living in the States for a reason, right? So we can go see your home too and see your village, see where else you'd like to go hang out?
Esther said we could come to her house.
Oh.
And we go see the chickens.
At chickens.
And we go swim in the river.
Well, I can't wait to see the village.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Great, so we'll see you guys later.
Okay, bye. There's Hannah.
Hello.
So this is San Ramon. This is the village of Esther, the nanny. There's Esther. Hi. And Hannah.
That's my son, Ryan.
Hi.
We're gonna take a little
And
tour.
this is your second daughter, right?
Yeah. Hey, Libs, do you want to make some arena? Why don't you sit down and show them how it's done?
Is that a small?
That's the Libby size.
That's a Libby size.
That's a Happy Meal. The Mayan Happy Meal right there.
I'm not as good as Libby. I haven't had as much time.
Because Libby's a Mayan.
That's because Libby's a Mayan. How often does Libby get to come hang out here?
You know, every couple of weeks. I only started bringing her here a little while ago. The whole village would come to us for a long
Right.
time so that she'd get really familiar with the faces. I mean, almost all of these kids have been to our house at some point or other
Right.
and swam in the pool and hung out. So that way when she got here for the first time, she really did know everybody. You want to go swim with Diona? See, now she's having fun. There's Esther, and they're doing their laundry.
Hi guys. Hi Esther.
She has no clue that she's not Mayan. These are her sisters. This is,
So cute.
they have literally known her since the day she was born. So as far as they're all concerned, they are a family. I mean, there's the innate part of her that knows that I'm mommy, and that's about 10%. And besides that, everybody's one big happy family.
So now we're meeting Victor. He's my fish guy. Yeah. Let's see what we have.
Instead of going to seafood market, you just come straight to the dock and get it fresh off the boat,
This is sea to
right?
table. Instead of farm to table, now we're sea to table.
Our new chef is named Juan. He is originally from Chile and studied at Le Cordon Bleu in Paris.
What do you got in there?
Grouper, snapper, snook.
So that's kind of cool, right? You
Yeah.
got to roll with the changes. You
Yes.
maybe think snook, but that's a grouper, right? That big one right
That's
there?
a grouper and that's a snapper.
That is a big grouper.
Let's hold up that grouper. Let's take a look at him.
Holy moly.
That's nice.
That looks good. Might be a change to the menu.
Change
Might
to
go
the
with
menu.
grouper
and
instead
snapper.
of snook, grouper and snapper instead of snook.
Cannot get fresher than that.
No, and he's gonna fillet it right here for us?
Yes. And we'll take it to the restaurant and we prepare it for tonight.
Fantastic.
Savannah, would you like to try to fillet a fish?
Sure. Start from this side?
No, like how you have it and you don't really know. You could start from here.
Okay.
Start with that.
Uh-oh. Screwing it up. Victor's the pro. I'm gonna leave the filleting to you guys now. If you want me to chop some onions or something, I think we'll be good.
Down here, you don't have really much of an option to have anything other than farm to table or sea to table.
You have to really push for the fresh local ingredients, and that means that you're going to have to, rather than waiting for the farm to come to you, you have to go to the farm. This is Haney Farms. Haney Farms actually produces produce and herbs and fruit that nobody in the country has. Today what we're going to do is we're actually going to be sourcing for our dish tonight.
This place is really beautiful.
Well, I'd like to introduce you to Miss Emma. She's the owner of Haney Farms.
Hi, Emma.
Welcome to Emma's Garden.
And everything we get today, you planted it?
And we'll go to the big orchard where you can pick all the fruits you like.
Load up in the back?
Yeah. Careful.
Banyan tree, banyan tree.
You like to bite?
Can I? Yeah, sure. Yeah? Oh, hard.
All the secrets you
See, they look like habaneros, but they are like sweet
Sweet?
peppers.
This
Yeah.
one? Promise
Yeah,
it's
they're
sweet?
Yeah, I promise it's sweet.
A little bit hot in there.
It's hot?
A little bit. I'm a wimp though.
to our backyard.
This place is pretty cool, John.
This is Emma's garden. She just basically has everything you can imagine in one place. Even lemons. There's no lemons in Belize. And Miss Emma grows lemons here
In all of Belize.
in all of Belize.
What do you love about running a restaurant here and living in Belize?
Belize has been farm to table since the very beginning, and it's got very popular in the States, but this is the only way that you can actually source. It's not a trend, it's what you have to do to actually get the fresh produce to the table, and there's no middleman. Everything goes literally from here right to the restaurant. I love it. Oh my goodness.
Plantain crusted snook with coconut curry sauce.
And these guys here?
Those are latkes. potato latte.
Oh, decadent.
I'm ready.
And
Well,
this is the avocado mango salsa.
Nice.
that we got today from our avocados.
Fabulous.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
sir.
Beautiful one. Thank you.
There's nothing like being able to eat seafood, you know, literally
That
when
was
you see
swimming
it.
in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be such a plus about
Living
running
in
your restaurant here, right?
living in a
Running-
fishing village, it's amazing.
What does the future hold for Pam and John?
We would like to do more restaurants. You know, we would like to do a lot of them actually, but it's challenging, and we'd like to do it in areas like this. We like the Caribbean, we like Central America. The most important thing is what we just talked about, which is the availability of the freshest fish possible.
Being able to source locally, that's sort of our concept, is get as much local as you possibly can.
And where our menu will translate.
And do you see yourselves, when you open the restaurant, are you moving to those locations, or is Belize home for now?
This is where our heart has, my heart specifically, has been for many years. So, and our daughter's Belizean, she's a dual citizen, so it's a really important part of her life and how we've decided to raise her. So we'd like to keep this as our sort of, I guess, flagship.
Do you see something in the States as well?
I think today, because we've been here for 300 days straight and we're just about to leave to go back and visit our friends and family, we would say, oh God, we'd love to have one. But I think at the end of the day, I think we left for a reason.
For us, it's like, well, you know, we just decided to just roll the dice and come down, and I'm glad we did it at our age, so we get sort of the benefit of being in a place where most people come to retire. We get to have the best of both worlds.
When we were here about 2 months, we met a couple who had just moved down, a retired couple, and their mouths dropped, and they thought it was the most amazing concept that you could actually come to a place like this and work. And they were like, you mean we've worked another 25 years in Milwaukee, slaving at these jobs to come down at 65, and we could have been in paradise. And I think that's what it kind of comes down to.
I can cheers to that.
Yeah!
Everybody thought if this can be done, Pam and John can do it.
It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place to live.
I feel like I'm getting more fulfilled here.
I would love to be able to sit next to the Caribbean every day and have my coffee.
John and Pam makes you feel like you're coming to their kitchen almost. It's like family.
They are their own bosses. They make their own decisions.
I'm really, really, really proud of what they've done because I had done it and I encouraged them, and I don't regret that.
I don't think people should have to wait till they're 65 years old.
Life can be better.
Yeah, you can do it now.
Hello, Rob and Nadine.
Bienvenidos! Welcome to Costa Rica!
I worked 12 hours a day, she worked 12 hours a day. We couldn't eat well, we couldn't take care of ourselves.
And I just said, I promise you, we won't live like this anymore.
Success should not be measured in money. Success should be measured in happiness.
When I moved here, as we were going through this journey, I just started writing the funny stories down. I put it in a book.
Quitting my job, moving to Costa Rica, and living the 0-hour work week.
We were tossed into a whole new life. It was like being children again.
It was like every step that we took led us here.
600 por kilo.
It was like the puzzle just fit, and Costa Rica was that last piece that you put right in the middle.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Are you serious? I'm sitting here with David Sally and Cause, and this is Artist Talk. Have you ever gotten into any legal problems?
Nothing that wasn't controllable.
You know, there's that fine line between creativity and just mania. I think if I wasn't a writer, I would be a neurotic, strange person that people want to stay away from. It's like harnessing your OCD.
Harnessing my OCD. That's a genius.
Hey, I'm Joy Bryant, and I am a board sport enthusiast. I like to shred. And on my new show, Across the Board, I'm going to be shredding with the best of them.
Want to shred, yeah.
Yeah, I want to shred.
Yeah, well, let's do it.
My favorite friends, celebrities, athletes, artists. We're going to snowboard, we're going to surf, we're going to skateboard, we're going to have a great time.
Well, we both came over, went over some hurdles, a little obstacles today.
Yeah.
You break through shyness, and me
breaking through that
what?
Tom, how's it going,
Good,
dude?
how you doing?
Good to see you, man.
I don't know if you're gonna make it or not.
No, I mean, 5 a.m. is tough.
What do we got right there? Shark, I see him right there. Oh. All right, come on. This is the frisky one here. Yeah, be careful.
You know, you have a reputation of pissing people off. Like your blog pisses people off.
It pisses people off. This face pisses people off, you know? But yeah, I mean, sometimes I get along.
Did your dad, you know, was he on you constantly telling you how to do it since he was in the business?
My dad was such a dick, because he'll always tell me I suck, and then when he's in front of other people, he's like, that's my son. That's my son. He's real good.
Only on YouTube.